What is up, Dreamedia family? This is Zach, and I am out here with Youthman.
Hey, what's going on, Zach?
He is putting on Amway, which is a very special event, guys. He is giving you some behind-the-scenes comparisons, blind listening tests, blind video tests, trying to give you authentic information into some of the industry-leading manufacturers.
Certainly.
So we're going to be taking a look at the MartinLogan speakers
Awesome
today.
speakers,
You want to tell them a little bit about the setup?
Absolutely. So we have several different setups here from MartinLogan. They're one of our premier sponsors. And so here actually behind me, we've got their Statement series. These are beautiful in-walls, absolutely phenomenal sounding. In another, actually we've got two subwoofers of theirs. These are their Dynamo series. So those are super powerful beasts. This system absolutely sounds incredible. On the main stage, we have the Neolith. Now these are their flagship speakers. This is the big mama jamas. They're like $100,000. I mean, where can you go? Maybe your pockets aren't that deep, but the experience.
Well, you can come here and you can demo them.
Yeah, but you might not be able to have these in your own home. But again, it's about providing experiences that you can't get really anywhere else. My understanding, MartinLogan has two of these pretty much all, well, one in Canada, one in here in the States, and that set is here this week. We're just trying to provide some really cool experiences for folks that they can't get anywhere else.
I'm so stoked, man. All right, guys, let's get into the main auditorium and check these puppies out.
In pursuit of vehicles.
Okay, so the first highlight of this loudspeaker, it is to date the largest electrostatic panel we have ever built in the history of MartinLogan at any price point. I know a lot of people will say, well, wait, what about the Statement E2 from 1998, 1999, which cost, well, adjusted for inflation, nearly twice as much as this. No, even that speaker had a smaller electrostatic panel. Now, the reason why that is so important is because the electrostatic panel behaves like a line source. And a line source has a lot of different advantages over traditional two-way and three-way speakers. And you're about to hear that. So this panel measures 52 inches high by 22 inches wide. That, if you do the math, that should work out to about a little over 1,000 square inches of moving diaphragm. And that's for every sound from 20 kilohertz all the way down to 400. That's a very wide range. That's basically most instruments. That's all voices, more or less. So the fact that this entire panel is basically a radiating tweeter and a radiating mid-range and a radiating upper bass driver is what gives it that advantage when you listen to the sound, because the sound arrives at your ears at precisely all the exact same time. For the 12-inch woofer,
Memories seep from my veins, and it may be empty, or weightless, and maybe from this dark, cold hotel room, and the endlessness that you feel from the arms of the angel. From this dark, cold hotel room, and the endlessness that you feel.
So I wanted to be right in the middle of the loudspeakers. I didn't mind how far back I was accepting some bass roll-off back here. But there's a sense in an environment like this, it's theatre, where this is where you should be sitting, in the audience, listening to a live performance. And this is as real as it gets for me. It's great. I think if you're looking for one of the ultimate two-channel speakers ever made, this is it. These are incredible. But I was dreaming of putting a theatre together where I had 7 of these. And then height speakers with the same panel technology. I just think it would be unbelievably open, dynamic, airy. The lack of distortion because of the no crossover and no time alignment issues between the mids and the highs and the upper bass makes this speaker what it is, I think. All other speakers have to apart from panel speakers, have to go through crossovers. And as soon as you have a crossover, you get some phase shift and some time alignment issues with the drivers themselves. These don't have that. So, thoroughly enjoying it. I first heard the CLSs back in the 90s. One of the first MartinLogans that came out. I fell in love with them then. And this is the first time I've heard these, and it just takes me back to that day when I heard those speakers. I'm loving it.
Get out of bed, make a move or two. Thanks to you, there's an air below.
Is urgent from the USA. It's got this heart inside it.
Control, in pursuit of vehicles, sector 13. Driving erratic, suspects are under the influence of narcotics.
All right, guys, that is a wrap on our main demo in the auditorium. You want to give us a little insight into what people thought?
Absolutely. So the cool thing is we were able to take 4 different speakers, and they're different speakers. We have the MartinLogans, which those are an electrostat. We also had Perlissen's flagship speaker. That's kind of your traditional speaker. Then we also had JBL, which is a line array, which has like a 150-degree dispersion pattern, so it's super wide.
Totally different technology.
Completely different. And then we also had the RTJ, what I call the Tower of Power. That is the Beast Towers.
Those things are nuts.
I know you featured them on your channel.
Yeah, we did the premiere of those bad boys.
They're phenomenal. But the cool thing about the MartinLogan is, man, the detail and the clarity. Now, we're in a big, big auditorium here at the Lead Center. I mean, this is a 1,000-seat auditorium. We're sitting on the stage, so it sounds beautiful. But definitely the bottom end is going to suffer because this is a massive room. Something like the RTJ is going to handle that a lot better because we've got 4 18-inch subwoofers.
Massive bass.
But the great thing is we've actually moved those even into our back room here. And we've even got some folks right now listening to those and checking those out in a normal room environment. So the bottom end is going to be a lot more. But I walked in there a few minutes ago and some guys were like, dude, this is amazing. Like, these are phenomenal. I would hope so. They're $100,000 speakers. They're gorgeous. They're handmade. They can even paint them whatever color you want. So they're truly, truly some flagship, phenomenal speakers. So it was really, really awesome hearing those on the stage, but also in the background.
Heck yeah. Well, guys, we are out here at Amway bringing you guys some behind-the-scenes content. I hope that you enjoy this. If you aren't already a subscriber, make sure you smash that subscribe button down below and give us a big thumbs up. We got more content coming your way. We'll catch you on the next one.